Headsmen killings. Ecowas court set to deliver judgment in Syrup federal government case. Hello, my wonderful people. You know, a group has taken the federal government of Nigeria to court as a result of this headsmen activity that is clear to everyone that Buhari is shielding and aiding, supporting them in committing atrocity in Nigeria. It is now clear that even the blind can see that Buhari is emotionally attached to the headsmen, who are not just headsmen, conventional headsmen who go about their nomadic duty, but carry about weapon and nobody dare stops them. I'm saying that because yesterday, a few days ago, they had a meeting, you know, with an Islamic clergy, and they were all fully armed to the meeting with security operative all around. Nobody asked them, where is your permit for this weapon that you are carrying? Nobody said a single word to them. But if it is somebody else, oh, all hell will let loose as to how did you get the weapon? Are you a military personnel? Why are you carrying weapon? And so on and so forth. Let's get straight into the news. Please don't forget to give us a thumbs up. Subscribe if this is your first time. Thank you so much. Headsmen killing. Ecowas court set to deliver judgment in Syrup federal government case. The Ecowas Court of Justice Abuja this morning heard arguments in the case brought by Social, Economic Rights and Accountability Project (SEROP) against the federal government seeking justice and accountability for the attitude, failure to prevent, account for, to investigate killing, raping of Nigerians and other residents, destruction of property across the country by herdsmen and other unknown perpetrators. The court adjourned the suit to 22nd April 2021 for judgment after hearing argument from Solicitor to Syrup, Femi Falani San, and the government lawyer, Mr. Adedayo Ogundoye. In the suit number ECWCCJ APP/15/16, Syrup is arguing that the continuous attacks, killing, raping of Nigerians and other residents, and destruction of property by the military, police, herdsmen, and other unknown perpetrators across the country amount to serious violation of human rights by the human rights of the right of life, to the security, dignity of human persons, and to property. Femi Falana argues the case, saying the government has not denied the serious reality by Syrup. The government is responsible for the unlawful killing of herdsmen and other unknown perpetrators, which have been adequately prevented, which not been adequately prevented, investigated, and prosecuted by the authorities. Those responsible are hidden when an observable pattern has been overlooked or ignored, such as in this case and in this suit. Falana also argued the government has a responsibility to protect and ensure the security of life and property of everyone in Nigeria. It is not enough for the government to say that civil cases have been brought by some of the victims. The government has a responsibility to investigate, fish out the perpetrators, and prosecute them accordingly, and to compensate the victim. But in this case, it has not been so. Nigerian government is rather aiding and supporting the perpetrators. The suit reads in part, Syrup also contend that the obligation of to secure the right of life is not confirmed to case where it has been established that the killing was caused by an agent of the state, nor is it deserving whether those affected or their families have lodged a formal complaint about the killing with the competent investigation of the authorities. It is condemned that the mere knowledge of the killing by the military, police, herdsmen, and other unknown perpetrators on the part of the authority have impulse facts raised to an observation under Article 4 of the African chapter on human and people rights to carry out an effective investigation into the circumstances surrounding the killing, to identify the perpetrators and bring them to justice, and to prevent repetition of such again. Moreover, the defendant had a responsibility for those killing, raping, and destruction of lives and properties where authorities known or ought to have been known to an immediate threat and fail to put in measures to tackle such, have been expected to avoid these attacks and killing. Syrup further contends that the defendant has positive obligation to provide a framework of security for the protection of lives and property and of those involved at risk from unlawful attack by the military, police, headsmen, and other unknown perpetrator. The lack of accountability for the attacks by the military, police, headsmen, and other unknown perpetrators across the country has continued to create a culture of impunity, which clearly is not compatible with the rule of law in a democratic setting. Syrup also contained that the defendant had a positive obligation to take measures to secure the right of life, to secure the dignity of the human person and right of property, and to prevent attack and killing by the military, police, headsmen, and all that is going on in Nigeria. Human life have a special value and dignity which require legal protection. It should be pointed out that those affected in the present case include the most disadvantaged and vulnerable set of society. A fundamental notion of contemporary human rights laws is the victims of violation enjoy the independence right to effect remedies. This idea is itself founded on another long-standing legal principle. Syrup also is asking the Ecowas courts of justice for the following relief: a declaration that the attacks, killing, raping, and of our citizens and other residents, destruction of property, and other serious human rights violation and abuse across the country by the military, police, headsmen, and other perpetrators amount to failure by the defend to exercise their due diligence to prevent the attack and killing, and cannot be justified under the circumstances, and therefore constitute a serious breach of the Nigerian international human rights obligation and commitment to ensure the securing of lives and property, dignity and security of human persons and property guaranteed under the African Chapter on Human and People's Rights and the UN International Covenant on Civil and Public Rights to which Nigeria is a state party. So this is what is happening. Leave us a comment. God bless you. Bye for now.